What's up? How you doing? My good people, vandaag Wednesday morning. I just have to come around, man, this morning after some real meditating and contemplating and procrastination here and there. But I figure if I don't do this now, I'm as good as dead. I'm at that decanting point. It's the outlet, essential outlet, and Mr. Manare just has to come through and make a 10 this morning and say, what's up, what's good, everybody, all my homies, all my dudes, all my sisters, kings and queens, this Wednesday morning. How is it going in Africa? If you've been checking, I see a lot of stories are developing in Africa. You check that Duma, Noko, Noko? The president of Botswana, the new president of Botswana. He's apparently set to close down, to shut down the U.S. military base on that Botswana region. And I was thinking, this man's first call to office. The last time we were speaking about Donald Trump's first call to office, which was throwing his number one body, a big party. And today, it's loggerhead, man. This raises aerials, signals, frequencies. I'm sure Trump is like, who's that launching that nuclear attack on the US? If fiction is anything to go with it. It's a beautiful morning. It's hot, man. It's just been too hot. The heat has been so unbearable. Yesterday I had to go sit under the shade of a tree, and that's not why I'm wearing shade. This really light gets the better of my eyes, man, when I go naked, or in fact, what's that, prescription. And so I figure, let me just, in any case, the future is looking too bright, Mustang, huh? But that is the case. To just, if that makes me cool, then I guess I'm cool with it. But speaking of the future being too bright, man, I had an awesome dream this morning. Ooh, man, if dreams are anything to go by, I'm the richest, I'm the most satisfied person in the soul, and well taken care of in the flesh as well. That's what's been happening in Africa. Of course, in South Africa, I'm narrowing it down a bit. I'm cascading it into the very south point of all of it, in the main attraction where everybody comes and do as they please and is protected by the Constitution. South Africa, my people. I don't know what happened to the name of Azania, man. Maybe we need to have a relook into that. But in any case, we've become that land, that lost land, lost to so many foreign influx, lost to so high corruption, deep-rooted, ill practice, wicked practices, corrupt practice of anything in across all sectors of society. That's how it is, not even being patriotic to our own selves. But hey, this is not supposed to be a sentimental speech about Azania. This was just a fleeting thought of the possibilities of it. Could maybe reignite the sense of pride into our own people, to maybe just change the paradigm. If this goodwill is anything to go by, I mean, think of the artists that are coming through. I check in the socials. In fact, let me not get too distracted. But just to give credit and acknowledgement to Bishop Sekete. I saw him the other day in town in Valmol, talking to some other people. But in any case, check on the socials. he's been relaying the same message to say, hey, if you're done with primary, don't destroy it, don't burn it. There's some kid in nursery that's coming, and that has to use the same resource. And so I hope that in South Africa we would get to that sense of consciousness about ourselves and about our being, and just be conscious, be aware of ourselves first, and inspire confidence in others. It's a Wednesday morning. Time check is exactly 10:30, and this is the show of a note. Mr. Manara coming through in the 9th episode. It's the 9th wonder. No wonder I'm in cloud 9 on this particular one. The most needed one comes after a sequence of events has unfolded and taken course in the public discourse. And I'm not sure if recycling any of it would be doing us any justice. But hey, Msholozi, the MK party, has been chowing on the EFF, man. I don't know if this is payback time for all that payback demand chant that seemingly brought Msholozi down, in as much as we've already heard from the flight Shivambo saying that we were misled about Jacob Zuma, because I remember their particular chants, and now today he's leading a big movement that has seemingly replaced the EFF in traction. I'm not sure if in public, voters, but that could be regional as well. But as the show is going on and the party keeps growing, it keeps recruiting and eating from the EFF constituency and leadership, and makes me wonder, why recycle leaders? Why can't you get new people? Fresh us! There's us! A whole lot of us out here. Why don't you never look there? Why must you monopolize it and make it a career, a cycle for some individuals to flip-flop and cross floors from this end to that far end, from the lowest extreme to the highest extreme? Why don't you just be authentic and sincere to cultivate your talent from the ground? Get your people, they're out there without any umbrellas or any other banners behind them, just as they are citizens of this country. Why don't we look further into a big spectrum of this scope, political scope, if we have to call it. I mean, that's just my nonsensical thinking, right? But hey, that's just my thinking. I don't get the ideology behind it. Why should it be that way? Why can't you just be unconventional? I know I say this, man, because I'm a living testament as well to what happened to the EFF. It was equally the same. We were there chanting, yeah, ha, ha, ANC must fall. Zuma must fall. Zuma must fall. They were turning us into big choir of, falling Asians. And we did that and put our neck in the block, but came the time to narrow it down. It was the few bunch that came from nowhere. That's what happens. That's the reality of it. The ground man is constantly overlooked by his own, overlooked by the master, the white master, overlooked by everybody, by the industry, and hence all this depression and everything, because people feel like they cannot compete to the highest level of fiction that has been set for us. It's not natural. There's nothing organic about it. But I don't mean to even speak about that, man. Just a thought, food for thought. If I have to dish out some bread and butter this morning, bread and butter media house, Mr. Manare redefined. And the show of a note, episode 9. It's a Wednesday, a lot lined up for me to do. Ooh, man, I just had to run this quick one errand, most vital to my breathing, to my oxygen, one of my elements of living, of liberty. I mean, yesterday I touched the ground. I remember where I even got to, I think as far back as 6 years back on the same day when I went deep into it, into healing. And I was going into initiation, Lebo, for the first time, man. It's 6 years later. Ooh, man, what a journey it's been. Awesome. Here I am back doing what I love and just accelerating on that. Hey, I've been getting a lot of thoughts, man, and dreams. Ooh, and I know that time is waiting for me, man. Lord, like now 30 million, boy, 30 patla, and I don't think it's a dream far-fetched. Wouldn't you agree? 30 mil, G. Huh? That's money for the real G's. And of course, man, I will wait in anticipation for such realizations and my deja vus of moments. And we'll continue to cultivate it from my side and give the rest to the Mother Nature to do with it as the shoe fits. Mr. Manare, feeling blessed this morning. Just giving a quick recalculation of, in fact, it's not even a recalculation, it's a calculation of all that's been happening in a past couple of days. It must be 6 days that I've been absent. And now that I'm back, it's a lot that we have to catch up on. Ooh, man, I have to give it up to Lebo Sekgobela, Lion of Judah. I do, man. Yo, Saturday Emerald was a total shutdown. It was a white shutdown, total praise and worship with Lebo Sekgobela. I had a whole lot of company and support from other high-profile gospel sensations. The place was beautiful. Ooh, man, everything was good. There was a drone there flying over us. Metro FM was there. Trace Gospel was also there. Who else was there? Yeah, but not that I should be giving any shout outs in any case, but just to signal the prominence of the event. It was a total shutdown. Well, until the rain happened. But of course, some of us got to pray and worship in the rain, man. And yes, I love it for them. Kudos to them for pulling such an event of that magnitude. Ooh, gospel is a big seller, man. I should go gospel and quit this thing of rapping nonsense. Yeah. So it's a contemplation. Maybe it's coming. I'm waiting. It's time. And so in the meantime, this is what I do, and this is all I kick it with. So just a good review for that event on Saturday. I loved it. My wife took me to the event. I went there. I sent to some gents there, the Duma and all the guys that are here. They were dragged by the wives. Because it was literally like a ladies' event, full of women. Ooh. A variety. A wide range of a variety. And the event was nice, man. More liberty to everybody that checked it out, everybody that went, that supported, and everybody that vibes with that. Mr. Manare, it's a Wednesday morning, man. I'm sweating. It's been a heat wave. It's been so hot. I hey. The rain is not even doing us any particular justice. So keep cool all the time. Make sure to hydrate, to drink lots of water. In the news, the Zamas are still at it. It's a back and forth. The police, the Gabadia says this. The sergeant says this. The miner says this, and the letter resurfaces from the underground with the roping to the surface. People are evading arrest, imminent arrest, and apparently that's what it's been said, that hence nobody wants to come up. I checked, some dude came out the other time. He came out malnutritioned. Underground, he looked like he came from hell. Yeah, man. Give us the Manare. Just kicking it, man, and giving salute to everybody that checks this out. I've been getting some good feedback, good reviews here. I envisage that we're going to be having some guests, some MCs as well will be coming around, and yeah, we will be doing this whole thing the whole way. It's a Wednesday morning, man. Let me wrap it here. Give it a wrap right here. I can't go any better than this, man. Well, I can, but not that it's necessary. I'm not going for the record. I'm just putting my thoughts on record and just doing what's set to do in the very outset initially. It's been a good run from episode to 1. We're on episode to 9, and 3 more to go, hopefully, before we close the whole chapter of Israel movement and move it over to the Arab movement. Yeah, that's where we're gonna see a whole lot of fireworks, I would imagine. Yeah. Otherwise, Mr. Manare coming through this morning, man. I say to you, man, it's midweek. We're almost there. Fridays are almost around the corner. But don't worry, we're gonna be sipping in no time. But if we have to be hydrating, make sure to remember to have some water, man. It's necessary. It's one of the elements of life. Mr. Manare saying to you, one love and one salute.